Hello everybody, we wanted to give a quick report out on the first 5S event that was held in January. Also to set the tone for the next event, which is scheduled to start the 19th and 20th of this month, and then an event every month thereafter. The first event was held in the Cell Department. A team of 11 met for 2 days. We were accompanied with Brandon Lineberry and Mark Thompson from ATN. The team met and secured a very specific key set of objectives before the event began, and then we measured against those objectives during the 2 days and then at the conclusion of the 2 days. Classroom started with sort, set in order, shine, standardize, and sustain. We tried to strike about a 80-20 balance, 20% classroom time, 80% on the floor with hands-on activity. Some baseline pictures were taken before the event began. Importantly, we also discussed and introduced the workplace scan sheet, which is a way to numerically score the 5S efforts in an area. Many of the participants practiced on these sheets, and then we took one before the event began and after the event concluded and measured those scores. Starting with sorting or red tagging the area, we moved everything that was not necessary to the area to complete the work out of the area. Then as the area began to take shape, we standardized on things like colors for tape, for example, white meaning the work in process areas. Everybody pitched in on the shine effort. The whole team worked together very nicely, and even the maintenance chipping in there with the floor scrubber. Another example of that. The team came up with what they called a daily 5-minute 5S check sheet. The idea here is that one team member would be assigned to each one of these tasks, and at the end of the day make sure they're completed so that the 5S effort is sustained. Names and dates were assigned to the daily check sheet and the workplace scan sheet. And some of the accomplishments that occurred as a result of this event are as follows. You can see there an improved score on the workplace scan. We were able to get 11 employees trained for the event. We were able to reduce some travel distance for materials used in that area. We created a 5S schedule. One that is still ongoing is implementing a more robust point-of-use inventory system. We did create a visual work area. We also created a prototype for breaking fingers and moving them to the assembly area in the right quantities so that we don't have to stop assemblers to go and break fingers, so to speak, to keep producing product. We implemented the daily 5S check sheet, as you saw, and we reconfigured the assembly area, spreading some of the stations out just a bit to improve workflow. Some of the ideas the team came up with were to create Kaizen t-shirts or 5S t-shirts, which I think is actually a really great idea. As we roll this out throughout the plant, I think that would really help to build momentum and camaraderie. There was a suggestion to install a third glue gun assembly area, which at the time of this recording I believe has occurred. We did improve a gauge for the metal stop on the bicycle machine. That has been installed at the time of this recording. Some of the longer term ideas were a better way to contain the glue overspray, maybe like in a hospital room where we could pull curtains, also to prevent dust from going over to the Gerber area, maybe some kind of curtains or wall, so that that area is not getting dirty as production is occurring. We did implement some new floor mats to reduce fatigue, or those should be on order as at the time of this recording. Fabricating of some racks. One idea was to maybe make those out of galvanized or other materials that make it much easier to clean or maintain shine. Again, a finger breaking station area, that one is still underway in process, but we did actually move some equipment to facilitate that. and things like running power to the clincher station and some things that are not even on here, removing and reducing the size of air hoses and improving those things as well also occurred. Some of the lessons learned from the team were they felt much better in their organization, or better organized. They didn't have to hunt for things, they knew where things were. Everything was marked and in its place. Everything was clean. They actually said they felt happier working in that area, and more work was being accomplished. Everything was clearly labeled, so there was no question of what things were or where they went, and they felt like they created a safer work area. So that was the initial response. We did use the A3 to control our activities for that area. We ended up with 20 action items on the A3 sheet, many of which are completed now. 1 or 2 are still in progress, and 1 or 2, as I mentioned, are a little bit longer term in nature. But overall, very, very positive results. I think the team is energized and ready to participate in the next event. So hopefully this was helpful to just get the word out and bring everybody up to speed, and thanks for watching.